Okay, we've now set our drawing limits. We've set our layers that we need to create our title block. So what we need to do now is we need to start drawing our title block. Now we're going to draw our title block in the Model tab here. We're going to draw it full size in our Model tab, and then we're going to transfer it using copy and paste into a Layout tab later. So we're going to utilize the Rectangle command now. Now the Rectangle command is on the Home tab, on the Draw panel here, and I'm going to click on the Rectangle command here and come into the drawing area. The dynamic input is prompting me to specify the first corner point. Now a little cheat here that makes your life a lot easier when you need to copy and paste this rectangle into the Layout tab is to set your first corner point of your rectangle at 0, 0. So you type 0, 0 and press enter. That will go to the bottom left corner of your limits as well, because your limits are also 0, 0. Now, as I move the mouse now, because I've set the first corner of the rectangle, I can drag the mouse and you can see the rectangle starting to take shape. Now, the other corner point of the rectangle is going to be the size of an A3 ISO sheet of paper, which is 420 millimeters along the horizontal by 297 millimeters along the vertical. So I type in 420 in the X direction, press the comma key, and then 297 in the Y direction. So as you can see there, that will now be a rectangle that is the size of an A3 sheet of paper. When I press enter, it draws the rectangle. The rectangle is very, very small. Why is that? That's because we did a zoom all when we set up our 6000 by 6000 drawing limit. So 420 by 297 is actually quite small in comparison. So what we do there, we go to our View tab, go to our Navigate panel, click on the down arrow and zoom to extents, and we can zoom to the extents of our rectangle. So what we've done there is we've zoomed to the extents of the objects on the drawing rather than the limits set within the model space. I'm going to go back now to my Home tab, and what we're going to do now, we're going to utilize the Offset command on the Modify panel. The reason that we're going to do that is because this is a polyline, as you can see, one whole object, we can offset the whole polyline to offset the rectangle and create some more rectangles inside this rectangle that we're going to utilize to create our title block. Now Offset is available on the Modify panel, as I said, and we're looking here for Offset. So as we move around, you'll see that we get tooltips, yeah, like so, bring to front there, stretch, and so on. Now I can't see Offset anywhere there, or can I? It's this one here. It looks like a little thumbs up symbol, and it allows you to offset circles, lines, and curves. Let's click on Offset, come into the drawing area, and it prompts us to specify an offset distance. Now I know that this title block is 420 by 297 millimeters. I'm going to offset by 20 millimeters from the edge of the sheet of paper, which is currently denoted by that orange rectangle. I press enter, and it now prompts me to select an object that I want to offset. So using the pick box, I left click on the actual rectangle itself, and now it will prompt me for a side on which to offset. I move the crosshair inside the rectangle, not outside. I need to move inside, because that outer rectangle is the edge of my sheet of paper. I can't go any further. So I left click inside, and there's my offset rectangle inside. I press enter to confirm, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to right click, repeat offset off the shortcut menu, and the offset distance this time will be 10, and press enter. I then select the inner rectangle, left click, move inside again and left click again, and press enter to confirm. You can see now it looks like a picture frame, and that's the first part of our title block completed.